This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. A very happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to Shelley. As today the Preston Indians will take on the Shelley Russets in a pair of games here, originally scheduled for just a single game, but with the rain out late last week over at Preston, the other game was moved to here, and this became a doubleheader. We're certainly glad to have you along with us here this afternoon as the Indians, who having took 2 out of 3 from Century this week, come here to wrap up what has been a very busy week. This will be their 4th and 5th games of the week here today. But they're young and they can deal with it, and they'll be ready to go here in just a couple of minutes. In fact, the Indians are out on the field now taking our warm-ups. With having taken 2 out of 3 from Century, Preston leads the conference as far as conference standings go. Pocatello has yet to play a conference game as they'll play Century coming up the first part of the week. Preston now 7-6 overall on the year. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, have a little bit more here on the pregame show as we continue right after this.
KACA.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today. 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
Thing you can accomplish in weather like that to get one of these young kids hurt.
That's right. Welcome back here to the pregame show as the Indians and the Russets get ready to go at it here in Shelley here in just a few minutes. We mentioned that the Indians had split the doubleheader and taken 2 out of 3 from Century. Big bat in the lineup on Wednesday for the Indians had to be Justin Inglet. Justin, who had a pair of extra base hits in the first game of the doubleheader, had a pair of singles in the second game, and ended up driving in 3 runs overall on the day, as he really led the offense on those games on Wednesday. Seth Grohl pitched well, as did Chase Oxberger in their starts in each of the 2 games. But knowing that they had more games to play this week, it was Kenny Inglet trying to be a little conservative with pitch counts to try to save as much as he could for later in the week for this doubleheader. He ended up taking Chase Oxberger out early in the game to try to save his pitch count, and the bullpen kind of let the game slip away, and Preston ended up losing the first game of the doubleheader by a score of 11-3 in that game. Then came back and took the nightcap 7-3. As it was just right at the end of the game, was getting just about too dark to see. The Century coaching staff wanted to keep playing. The umpires told them, look, it's almost too dark now. If you wait 10 minutes after Preston comes up to bat, it's really going to be too dark, so we'll just end it here because after you're trailing, and it is a legal game at that point as it had gone 4.5 innings. So he called the game, and Preston won the nightcap with the doubleheader by a score of 7-3. So Preston has finished their warm-ups. They've headed back to the dugout. We're just minutes away from the opening national anthem and the opening pitch of the game. We'll take another timeout. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups for you right after this.
KACA.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
West Motor Company.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500. Or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
He started now since I shut it off.
Well, welcome back here as the pregame show continues here from Shelley. I guess one of the umpires is running a little bit late, so we'll probably be just a little bit delayed in getting going here in the game. But we'll give you the starting lineups here as we go along and get you ready for this afternoon's ball game. First, for the Preston Indians, the visitors in today's games, it'll be Tate Green to lead off. He will be the starting pitcher here in the first game of the doubleheader. Ashton Madsen will hit second. He'll do the catching. Chase Oxborough will hit at third, and he'll play at first base. Justin Inglet is the shortstop today for the Indians in the first game of the double dip, as he will hit in the 4 spot. Devin Inglet will bat fifth, and he'll play second base. Tavon Hadley is the third baseman, and he will hit in the 6th spot. Carson Chugg is the left fielder. He'll bat 7th. Braden Hess plays in center field today, and he'll bat 8th. And Tate Rawlings gets a start today for the Indians, and he will be in right field. It's just the 4th game all year that Rawlings will appear in. So it's Green, Madsen, Oxborough, Inglet, Hadley, Chugg, Hess, and Rawlings for the Indians with Tate Green getting the start this afternoon. For the Shelley Russets, Trevor Grenner is the center fielder. He'll bat first. Christian Bell is in right field, and he'll bat second today. It will be Jarrett Leal, the shortstop. He'll hit third. Austin Bateman will be behind the plate, and he'll hit fourth today for the Russets. Caden Kidman, the third baseman, will hit fifth. Jarrett Kenner is the second baseman. He'll hit in the 6th spot. Nate Bell will play first base, and he will bat 7th. Stockton Paulson gets the start on the mound today. He will hit in the 8th spot. And then John Kenner will bat 9th, and he is over in right field today for the Shelley Russets. Kenner, Bell, Leal, Bateman, Kidman, Kenner, Bell, Paulson, and Kenner do up here for the lineup, I should say, for the Shelley Russets. Well, we got one of the umpires out on the field, so we'll get you ready for a little baseball here this afternoon. We'll take a timeout. The first pitch for this afternoon's games are coming up right after this.
KACH.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Well, we had no winner on Friday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest. We'll add another $5 to the jackpot. And your next chance to win comes up on Monday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. $180 up for grabs coming up on Monday. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour on Preston's Home for Fun, Information, and Music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
Let's go. Batter up. We're taking the afternoon off. It's a beautiful day for a ball game today. The fans are out to get a ticket or two. From Walla Walla, Washington to Kalamazoo, it's a beautiful day for a home run, but even a triple's okay. We're gonna cheer and boo and raise a hullabaloo at the ball game today.
It's time for Preston Indians baseball. The Indians of Summer hit the field as they look for a district title in summer's grand old game. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meats and produce and now preparing and selling sushi. ChemDry of Northern Utah. If you're in Cache or Box Elder County, they can clean and protect your home or business for greater peace of mind. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region of Preston. Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. And by S&T Electric. When you're doing remodeling, additions, or building a new home, they are there for all your electrical needs. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Well, welcome back here to Shelley, as it looks like we're going to wait a few minutes as we're still waiting the arrival of the second umpire here to the field here today. Evidently he's running a little bit behind, coming up from the Pocatello area. So it will be a few minutes before we get started, I believe. Well, maybe not, because the Russets are going to head out onto the field. So as Shelley takes the field, looks like that we'll get started here anyway, as we can kind of run through some of the other games going on. One-day game in the big leagues today, as that game is in the top of the eighth inning. That's Atlanta at Chicago against the Cubs, and the Braves are leading that game by the score of 5-2. There was one game, a day game, weirdly enough, in the NBA today. That was the Utah Jazz playing at home against the Indiana Pacers, and the Jazz win that game 119-111 as they win their NBA best 42nd game of the year. But we're ready to play some baseball here this afternoon here at Shelley as the Indians 7-6 on the year after taking 2 out of 3 this week from the Century Diamondbacks. Get ready to go here this afternoon as the Shelley Russets, who have really struggled so far through their first 10 games, as they are 1-9. They got rained out the other day against Hillcrest, so they'll have to play a doubleheader tomorrow at 3 o'clock, as I believe that game is over at Hillcrest, as they'll make up the rainout from Wednesday. So, yeah, a lot of the other games were rained out Wednesday. We were lucky enough to get the game in at home against Century, the doubleheader. And for, well, as we mentioned, for Shelley, they're going to be making up a rainout coming up tomorrow. Our starting lineups that we gave you were brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Whenever you need something for your car, if it's making a ping, a bang, a tick, whatever it might be, Preston Auto Parts is the only stop that you need to make. Stop in where you will be treated like a friend. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State Street in Preston. So warm-up tosses complete, and bringing out a different glove for the catcher, as give him a little bit different glove, different feel, and waiting for our first batter. We're actually waiting for the umpires to say that we're ready to play, and as we're just one umpire got here just a few minutes late, but not too bad, so we're still ready to go. And as we get ready as the starting pitcher today for the Russets, Stockton Paulson, going through his warm-up tosses here today for the first game of the doubleheader. All in all, pretty nice weather. Just a few clouds around up here in the Shelley area. It's not too bad temperature-wise, as game time temperature here this afternoon is 47 degrees here in Shelley. And as we said, partly cloudy skies, and we're just about ready as they throw the ball through to second base. So be just a couple minutes late getting started, but we'll get started here anyway. And here in the top of the first inning for the Indians, they will send up Tate Green, Ashton Madsen, and then Chase Oxborough here to face Stockton Paulson. So here's Green. Green to lead it off here for the Indians, as Tate ended up going, had one hit in the doubleheader against Century on Wednesday. He ended up walking 2 times in the nightcap, and first ball swinging, hits it in the air to left field, and waiting for it to come down there is Kinner to make the catch for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And that brings up Ashton Madsen. Madsen, who had 3 hits and 11 at-bats in the series against Century. And of those at-bats that he had, of the 3 hits that he collected, 2 of them were good enough for extra bases, as he had a pair of doubles that he had in that series against the Diamondbacks earlier in the week. And the pitch is down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Paulson ready again, comes home with the next pitch that misses off the edge, and it's 2-0. For Madsen overall, he comes in hitting .316, no home runs, 8 RBIs overall on the year. And here's the 2-1. Little ground ball toward the shortstop. Nice hop out there for Leo, hangs with it, goes across, and there's 2 outs. One thing about the infield here at Shelley, the ground is hard, even though it's been raining and it's, of course, early spring. You'd think it might have a little give to it, but it's hard. The grass is cut very short, so the ball's really going to run almost more like AstroTurf as compared to what it would run in the little bit higher grass they would have over at Tony Hansen Field in Preston. So with 2 outs, here's Chase Oxborough. Ox hitting .455 with a home run and a team-leading 18 RBIs on the year, and takes the first pitch, a breaking ball down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Well, we're certainly glad to have you along with us here on a Friday, as it'll take you into the weekend with a little baseball as a pitch hit foul at home plate, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're familiar with the Shelley High School complex, you've never been to the baseball field here, just out beyond left field, we look out on the football field here as that pitch misses outside of the breaking ball to Ox. They tried to stay away from him, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. With the entrances to the gym immediately back behind us and off the third base side here, as Ox hits that ball, a one-hopper, it's off the glove of the first baseman, backed up by the second baseman, and it's a nice play to get the out on Oxborough. It went off the glove of Bell. Kenner able to back it up, and they still get the out. It's a 3-4-3 ground out, and Preston's gone in order here in the top of the first inning. We're done with a half inning. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. After a half, it's Preston nothing, and the Shelley Russets coming to bed.
KACH.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
Well, we go here to the bottom of inning number 1. 1-0 Indian, or I should say no score in the game, as the Indians go down in order 1-2-3. It was a go here to the bottom of the first. It gives us a chance to set the boys with the leather here out on the field as we get ready to play here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll be, I'm going to mess this name up, Gmar, followed by Creighton Ball, and then Jarrett Leal due up here for the Shelley Russets in the bottom of inning number 1. Tate Green gets the start on the mound today for the Indians. He will pitch to Ashton Madsen, who will do the catching today for Preston, at least here in the first game of the doubleheader. In the first pitch, he shows bunt, gets it down. Madsen hops on it on a hurry, has an easy play down to first base, and there's one out. So a little bunt, didn't roll it maybe 5 or 6 feet up the third base line, didn't really get a whole lot of roll out of it. So Gmar's put out 2-3 on the put out. Now here's Creighton Bell. Oxborough is at first. Devin Inglett is the second baseman, and big brother Justin Inglett is over at shortstop here in the first game of the doubleheader. Green ready, comes home, another bunt. That one's bunted up into the screen. It's 0-1. Trevin Handley is the third baseman for the Indians as he comes up well up in front of the grass cutouts up at third base. The Preston outfield from left to right is Chug, Hess, and Tate Rawlings gets a start in game 1 of the doubleheader here this afternoon. Green ready, comes home, the 0-1 pitch, swinging, hits it along the right field line. That's where Rawlings hangs out. Tate comes over and makes the catch. So quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. And now here is Jared Leal, the shortstop. Leal hitting just 167. Of course, we talk about the Russets having a little bit of a tough year of it, as They are really kind of struggling offensively as it takes the first pitch and Leal's up high, ball one ball with no strikes. Shelley is hitting only 153 as a team and averaging just barely over 2.5 runs a game as they hit the ball foul here. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Leal. No home runs. Leal has driven in 1 on the year. Here's the 1-1 offering. Breaking ball kind of spins him around inside. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Where they're having troubles offensively, the pitching staff is getting knocked around a little bit as well, as the team ERA for the Russets is about 7.5. As that ball's hit to center, Hess has got to come up in a hurry, but he can't get there. Then the ball takes a weird hop and gets away from him. He's going to head to second base, and he is what? Call something, Mr. Umpire. As I guess he's going to call him safe, I guess. So it'll be a single and then an error on Hess to let the ball bounce behind him, as that allowed Leal to get to second base. So 1-1 on the play. And with 2 outs and a runner at second base, here's the catcher, Austin Bateman. It's funny, I went down and when I talked to Coach Inglet between games of the doubleheader on Wednesday against Century, I went down to get the lineup for game 2, and he looked at me and said, we couldn't play much worse than what we did in that game. He said, we probably committed 15 errors in the game. Well, he wasn't far off. As the first pitch here to Bateman on the inside half for a called strike, and is 0-1. In that first game of the doubleheader against Century the other day, the game they lost 11-3, Preston committed 9 errors in the game. And they weren't difficult plays. They were just routine plays in the infield. They just couldn't catch the ball for whatever reason as the pitch misses inside. Then it's 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, there was a couple of ground balls to Hadley at third that were just routine infield practice ground balls right at his belt buckle, and he just missed them. And that sort of plight went all the way around the infield as that ball's popped up in the infield. Right there's Inglet at second base to make the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, an error, and 1 man left here in the inning for the Russets. As we're done with an inning, we'll go to the second. No score.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
KACH.
1 inning in the book here this afternoon as we go to the second, scoreless. And it'll be the middle third of the order due up for the Indians here in the top of inning number 2. That will be Justin Inglet, Devin Inglet, and then Traven Hadley due up here for Preston. So here's Inglet. Justin, who owns the current longest hitting streak on the club with his hits he had a total of 4 hits on the doubleheader the other day as he takes the first pitch for a strike. Justin, as he climbs in, he's hit in 11 straight games overall. Look out, that ball's up and in. Goes to the backstop, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Justin Inglet to lead off here in the top of inning number 2. Justin, 4 for 6 overall in the doubleheader. He was 5 for 10 in the 3-game set against Century. As that pitch is on the corner again, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. He did have 4 RBIs in that series as well, and 3 of those 4 came in the doubleheader, as he had a pair of RBIs in the first game. Here's the 2-2 offering. Misses outside and low, runs the count full. So Justin, as he stands at home plate, has a total of 7 extra base hits on the year. And with 3 multi-RBI games to his credit, bangs this one to center. Giener going back and makes the catch. So 1 out, and now here's Devin Inglet. Devin, who bounces all around the place as far as wherever he plays in the field. He catches, plays second base a lot. He's also pitched quite a bit. And here's the first pitch to the younger Inglet. Takes it up high, ball 1 low. Devin hitting .421, no home runs. He has 11 RBIs. He's hitting 2 straight games, and he's also hit safely in 3 of the last 5 as he takes that pitch. And it's ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 on the way from Paulson. Is way outside, and he runs the count to 3-0. He did have a 5-game hitting streak going, as he had been swinging a pretty hot bat. He had that 5-game streak snapped last weekend at Marsh Valley. Takes the 3-0 pitch all the way and takes a strike, and it's 3-1. After having that his sitting streak snapped in Game 1, he bounced right back in Game 2 and came back with a great game, and he's hit safely in all the games since then as he takes the 3-0 pitch out, the 3-1 pitch outside and low, ball 4. It's a 1-out walk, and Preston has their first base runner here today as Devin Inglet draws the free pass. So the walk to Inglet, and here is Trevin Hadley at the plate. Keep an eye on Inglet. He does like to run over there, as the first pitch here to Hadley is up and in, ball 1. Hadley, 4 home runs, or should that a 400 batting average is what I meant to say. No home runs, and he has driven in a total of 9 on the year. Again, now the 1-0 pitch. Again, fly ball to center. Routine this time for Giener. He's there and makes the catch and gets the ball in, and then there's 2 outs, and England has to go back to first base. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Carson Chug. Chug back in his more familiar left field spot. I know he bounced around a little bit, especially during that home series against the Diamondbacks. Chug, who was 1 for 6 in the doubleheader on Wednesday, takes the first pitch outside and high, ball 1. So he comes in hitting at .333 and 9 RBIs overall on the year. Paulson ready again, the righty-righty matchup, and the 1-0 on the inside half. Look out, they snap back to first base. Boy, they had Inglet hung out to dry, but the throw was a little bit inside the bag and allowed Inglet to get back in. So Devin had gotten a little bit too far off the bag, and Bateman went after him and would have had him with a little bit better throw. There goes Inglet, the 2-0 pitch, hit and run on, and hit foul up into the screen. Then it's 2-1. Well, thank you for joining us here this afternoon. Hope you got plans for the weekend, whatever you might be doing. Make sure you take us with you here at KACH. We are the perfect soundtrack for your weekend. England again off to a pretty good lead over at first base. Not going this time as the pitch is outside and runs the count to 3-1. This is a good running count at 3-1, and keep an eye on Devin over at first base. He is not going. The 3-1 pitch hit foul again back into the screen. So they'll come back, and now the count runs full 3-2. So with 2 outs and a full count, certainly Devin Inglet will be away on this pitch from over at first base. And thinking that he will be, Paulson goes after him. He just does get back in with a hand. So England back up, dusts himself off a little bit, back off to that nice lead over at first base. He goes on the 3-2 pitch. It's high, ball 4. They throw through. And was that not the full count pitch, as Chug is still standing at home plate? Now they say it's 3-2. Okay, so Inglet was running on a 2-2 pitch instead and steals second base. Now the 3-2 pitch upcoming here to Chug. That's hit in the air along the right field line, but it's going to go foul. And again, it stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. New ball for Paulson. He's ready again, and again, here's the 3-2. On the corner, strike 3 called as Chug is rung up. And that's the first strikeout here for Paulson. No runs in the inning for the Indians, no hits, a man left. We're done with an inning and a half. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless.
KACH.
You're the yard work hero. Aligner of edges, trimmer of hedges, and slayer of weeds. When it comes to your lawn, power moves are the only moves you make. That's why you just applied IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food for quick green up and long-lasting weed prevention. IFA's Crabgrass Preventer plus Lawn Food. It's the ultimate lawn owner power move.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any...
KACH.
Like 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch was way outside. He ran to first base.
Bottom of the second inning. We're still scoreless. And here in the bottom of the second, it'll be Caden Kidman, Jed Kerner, and then Nate Ball due up for the Russets in this scoreless tie. First pitch is grounded foul outside of third, and it's no balls and 1 strike here on Kidman. Tonight's game brought to you by Kim Dry of Northern Utah, introducing Micro Pro Shield, disinfecting plus antimicrobial protection that is effective in your house or business for up to 90 days. For a safer home or business and greater peace of mind, call Kim Dry of Northern Utah. If you live in Cache or Box Elder County, call today at 435-752-6100. That's Kim Dry of Northern Utah. As the 0-1 pitch was over for a strike. Green ready, working from the middle of the rubber, comes home. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's grounded toward Hadley. Able to take that right in the midsection, throw across in time for the out. So ground ball on the 0-2 pitch. Kidman is retired. Now here's Jed Kerner. Kerner, who is the second baseman, as he will come up here for the first time here today. He'll hit from the right side. As the right-hander Green ready and comes home, and the first pitch is hit foul back to the screen, and it's 0-1. Kerner hitting 133 on the year. No home runs, and he's driven in one. And takes that pitch and swings through it, and it quickly goes to 0-2. So far, both of these teams playing well, like they've been on the field many times this week, which they have, really, as that ball's popped up. Foul territory, first base side, and it's Madsen to make the play right in front of the first base dugout. So Kerner fouls out, and there's 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Nate Ball, the first baseman. So Green off to a good start here this afternoon. Remember, he started the second game of the doubleheader against Marsh Valley last Saturday, and he gave up 4 runs in the first inning in that game against the Eagles. And the first pitch here to Ball is down low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. Preston ended up losing that game 12-11. As that pitch is high, now it's 2 balls and no strikes. But Green wasn't around by then, as after giving up 4 in the first, gave up a couple of more runs and was out of there after 2 2/3 innings of work. The 2-0 pitch is sprayed along the right field line. That'll go foul, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. We are still scoreless. And the 2-0 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. And now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ball back up there again. The left-hand hitting first baseman. Here's the 2-2 offering. It's a fastball that misses high and runs the count full on him. Now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 pitch on the way from Green. It's off the edge, ball 4. So he gave up a single in the first inning, gives up a 2-out walk here. His first walk here this afternoon. And with 2 outs, and here's the opposing pitcher, Stockton Pullman. Or Paulson, I should say. So Paulson up in there. Ball with a moderate lead over at first base. Green comes home. The pitch on the corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Got a little side action to that as it came across the strike zone and hit, just kind of nibbled off a corner of the outside edge of the plate. Pretty good pitch on the black to jump ahead of the Shelley pitcher. The next pitch is a ground ball toward the second baseman as Inglet goes the short way, gets the out, and the inning is over for the Russets here in the bottom of inning number 2. No runs, no hits, a walk, and 1 man left. As we're done with 2 innings here this afternoon, we'll go to the third. Preston nothing and Shelley nothing.
KACA.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Pain-free and feeling great. without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
There are lots of reasons why Sanders Furniture has been in business for 88 years. One reason is the quality brand appliances and furnishings you can get when you shop at Sanders Furniture, like Amana, Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. You'll also find comfortable recliners and seating, tables, beds and mattresses, home decor, and accents. If you like to shop where you're appreciated without a bunch of pressure from the salesman, then make sure you stop by Sanders Furniture today. We appreciate every customer. 148 South Main Street, Soda.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we move along here to the third inning here in Shelley, scoreless, as Braden Hess will lead it on for the Indians. He'll be followed by Tate Rawlings, and back to the top of the order, and Tate Green due up here for Preston. Preston's had one base runner in the 2 innings. That was a one-out walk to Devin Inglet last inning. He got as far as second base and was left there. And now here's Braden Hess. Takes the first pitch, fastball high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Next pitch home to Braden. Taking again the pitch in the dirt, and it's 2-0. Hess drew the caller in the doubleheader against Century. He was 0 for 5 overall in the 2 games, and takes that pitch down low, and he's ahead in the count, 3-0. I walked out to the parking lot with him after the games were over as I was getting ready to leave, and we had a few minutes to talk, and he is certainly would love to be swinging the bat better than what he is after getting the late start coming over from the basketball team, and takes the pitch outside and draws a 4-pitch walk to lead off here in the top of inning number 3. So with 2 out, with man aboard, here is Tate Rawlings. Rawlings, who hasn't got a whole lot of chance to play so far this year. As we mentioned, he did not play at all in any of the 3 games against Century, and this is only his 4th game in which he has appeared in, and takes the first pitch high, ball 1. As far as numbers at the plate, with not getting a whole lot of chance to get up there and swing the bat, you don't expect a whole lot as he takes the pitch over and is 1-1. As Tate, as he stands at home plate, is hitless in only 6 at-bats so far on the year. Here's the 1-1 to Tate. Swings and hits it foul into the catcher's glove. And it goes now to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hess with a short lead over at first, and the 1-2 pitch on the corner, strike 3 called. So Rawlings goes out looking. Second strikeout for Paulson. Yeah, now back to the top of the order, and Tate Green, who flew out his first time up. There goes Hess on the first pitch. The fastball high, and the throw through is not in time. So Braden moves into scoring position by swiping second base. And moves into scoring position here for the Indians here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd inning. Now he's going to show bunt, gets it down. Hess waiting to make sure he plays it, goes to first in time, and then Braden moves up to third base. So 1-3 on the sacrifice that works as Hess moves up to third now with 2 outs in the inning. And that'll leave it up to Ashton Matson to try to pick him up. Matson hit a ball on the ground. It was out 6-3 his first time up. So looking to pick up Hess, who finds himself over at third base. He's the first base runner for either team to get as far as third base in this game. Here's in the top of the third inning. And the first pitch to Madsen, over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Being a Friday, most of Major League Baseball will be played at night. There was one day game today. It's gone to the bottom of the ninth inning at Wrigley Field, and it's Atlanta 5 and the Chicago Cubs 2 as the pitch misses inside, and it's 1-1 strike. Paulson ready again, sets at the letters, looks over at third as he works out of the stretch. Next pitch to Madsen, good fastball that he swings through, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch, misses well off the plate. And the ball count evens up at 2 strikes. Just checking that box score between the Braves and the Cubs. Nope, no home runs so far in that game. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's pulled into right field. That'll be a base hit, and that's going to get Hess home. And the Indians have a lead as they dent the plate here in the top of the third inning. So an RBI single for Madsen. It's his 9th RBI of the year. As good work on the base paths by Hess. Drew the walk, stole second base. They were able to sacrifice him to third, then he's able to come in. So Preston on top. And now here is Chase Oxborough. Ox was out on a very weird play in the first inning as Paulson not ready to come home and backs off and looks Madsen back to the bag. Ox hit the ball hard, a one-hopper at the first baseman ball as Oxborough takes the first pitch high. 1 and no strikes. Ball had it deflect off of his glove. Jed Kenner, the second baseman, alertly enough, able to get on it in a hurry. They go back to ball, and Oxborough was out 3-4-3 in the first inning as that pitch is up high again, and it's ball 2, 2 and no strikes. So 2-0. Ox, who has a total of 6 extra base hits on the year. Next pitch to him. This one's pulled just outside at first as he lines it down the line. And it's now 2 and a strike. Had only 1 hit in the doubleheader against Century. That came in the first game. He was 1 for 4. He was 0 for 1 in the second game, but he walked a couple of times as he hits the pitch back into the screen, and the count now 2 and 2 strikes. Today's game brought to you by Webb Funeral Home in Preston. Remember, their compassionate staff will help you in their time of need. Call 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. 2-2 pitch. There goes the runner. The pitch swung on and missed, and no need for a throw through as the inning is over. But Preston gets a run in the inning. A run on a walk, a single, and a stolen base, and they also leave 1 on base here as well. But Preston now on top as we go to the bottom of inning number 3. After 2.5, it's Preston 1 and the Shelley Russets nothing.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
KACH.
1-0 Indians as we move along here to the bottom of inning number 3. A run on one hit and a pair of walks for Preston. No runs, one hit for the Russets as well, as each team has left a couple of men on base. And here in the bottom of inning number 3, it'll be the number 9 hitter, John Kerner, due up. Then back to the top of the order, and Trevor Guimar and Christian Bell. For the Indians, after today, they'll be off for a couple of days, obviously, with the weekend coming up. And then on next Tuesday, they will head over to Bear Lake as they'll play a doubleheader against the Bears. Coming up, it'll be the third and the fourth time that they see the Bears this year. And then next weekend, a week from tomorrow, they will be on the road again. In fact, they will be at Twin Falls as they'll play another doubleheader. All of the road games that Preston have left on the season will be doubleheaders. They have 2 home games left is all, and they will be single games. So here we go, the bottom of the third. Green rocks and comes home. And the first pitch here to John Kerner, the left fielder, is outside. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. So for the Indians, with just 2 home games left on the year, as the pitch is outside again, ball 2 balls and no strikes. Those 2 games they have left, it'll be a single game against Pocatello, then they'll move over to Pokey and play a doubleheader the next day. Ground ball wide at first, Inglet charges, flips to Oxborough in time for the out. So 1 out, back to the top of the order, and Trevor Guimar due up. The other home game they have left will be the final home game of the regular season, as the Malad Dragons will come over to Tony Hansen Field, and they'll face the Dragons for the second time this year. Here's Guimar, shows bunt, pulls the bat back, the old butcher block play with nobody on base, and he hits the pitch foul. And it's 0-1. So just the 2 home games left on the year. After Preston had the game against Shelley rained out, the doubleheader against Century the other night, just the 3rd and 4th home games they played this year. Breaking pitch from Green, over for a strike, and it's 0-2 here on the center fielder Guimar with 1 out. And the 0-2 on the way. That's hit foul off the first base side, and it stays at no balls and 2 strikes. In talking with Kenny Inglet before the game, the head coach for the Indians, he thought pitching-wise they'd be okay today, but he's going to have to throw guys who haven't gotten a whole lot of work so far this year. As Green comes home, he jams Guimar, and going back on the ball is the shortstop Inglet to make the play. So Inglet with a little over-the-shoulder catch going away into short left center field, 2 up, 2 down, and here's the right fielder, Christian Ball. Ball grounded out. Check that, he flew out, I should say, to his opposite number as he flew out to right. As Rawlings came over near the line and made the play. And he's late on a fastball and swings through it, and it's 0-1. It certainly helps that Green so far has turned in a pretty good 2 2/3 innings of work. The 0-1 kind of turns him around, misses inside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. It's good in the fact that with not knowing exactly what he had as far as pitching goes, as he knew he was going to be at the back end of the pitching rotation, it's nice that Green could really pick up all the other guys and turn in a good 3 innings so far. Little roller up along the line. They're going to let it roll, and it goes foul. Heady play by Hadley. After the ball had rolled foul, he picked it up to make sure it would not go back fair. because there's a little bit of a lip on the edge of the grass on the foul side of the line, and the ball rolled up that lip and was starting to turn right and head back toward the foul line. But Hadley was there and scooped it up to make sure that it stayed foul. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Bell with 2 outs in the third. And the 1-2 offering. Low. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away for the Indians, not real deep. The 2-2. Hit in the air, short left field. Hess coming up in left center, able to make the catch. And for the first time today, the Russets are gone in order, 1, 2, 3. So Green with a strong 3 innings of work. Teams have staked him to a lead as we'll go to the fourth. After 3, it's Preston 1, Shelley nothing.
KACA.
Well, we had no winner on Friday in the KCH Money Magnet Contest, so we'll add another $5 to the jackpot. And your next chance to win comes up on Monday morning during the 7 o'clock hour. $180 up for grabs coming up on Monday. Be listening during the 7 o'clock hour on Preston's Home for Fun, Information, and Music. FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KA.
Sushi. A word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
Rounds & Associates Insurance Service is an independent insurance agency with Allstate, Travelers, auto owners, Safeco, Progressive, and Nationwide, just to name a few. Stop by the office for your competitive quote today. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call 208-852-2500. Rounds & Associates Insurance, supporting both the Westside Pirates and the Preston Indians on to victory. You've got this. Don't weaken. Rounds & Associates Insurance Service. Call today, 208-852-2500.
KACH.
Well, 1-0 Indians as we go here to the top of inning number 4 here this afternoon.
Go off. Looking good, buddy.
As for Preston, as they come back up here in the fourth, Justin Inglett will lead it off. Inglett will be followed by Devin Inglett and then Theron Hadley due up here in the fourth inning for the Indians. First pitch to Inglett is up high, ball 1, 1 ball with no strikes. Justin flew out to center his first time up. He's 0 for 1 on the afternoon. 1-0 Indians as they manufactured a run in the top of the third to get on the board. As the pitch again misses inside this time, and it's 2-0. Today's game brought to you by West Motors Ford in both Preston and in Logan. Looking for a new vehicle, Ford truck, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep, or a Dodge truck? West Motors is the place to go in both Preston and in Logan as the 2-0 pitch misses down low, and it's 3 balls and no strikes on Inglett to open the inning. The 3-0 pitch over for a strike. It's 3-1. So West Motors, you need to save money today, they're the place to go. Stop by their lots in both Preston and in Logan. Here's the 3-1 pitch to Inglett. Misses outside, ball 4. For the second inning in a row, Paulson has walked the leadoff man. Last inning, Hess worked his way around and scored. You want to drive pitching coaches and managers and head coaches crazy? Keep walking the leadoff man in an inning and see how long it takes them before they turn gray. As the first pitch here to Devin Inglett is over for a strike, and it's 0-1. 3 walks now on the game for Paulson as well. And the 0-1 pitch to Inglett misses high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. It's now a final at Wrigley Field. The Cubs had loaded the bases with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning and failed to score, and the Braves win it by a score of 5-2 over the Cubs at Wrigley. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Short right. Right fielder is there. That's Bell. He'll make the catch, and that's the first out. So England flies out to right. And there's 1 out. Now here's Trevin Hadley. When the game started, the wind was pretty calm. Starting to blow just a little bit now from left center field out toward the right field corner. Cutting across the outfield. As they're going to go to first base, and hopping back on the bag over there is Justin England. Hadley also flew out to center, his first time up today. Hadley, a 400 hitter on the year. There goes the runner, and that's off of Hadley's dome, and he'll head down to first base. So Hadley takes that one off the helmet. And they'll have runners at first and second, and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Carson Chug, who looked at a called third strike his first time. This should be a lot like the game the other night with no lights here. We'll be doing good to get both games in full regulation time as Chug takes that pitch. It goes to the backstop as it went off of the umpire. And both runners will move up 90 feet. So Justin England moves up to third. Trevin Hadley goes to second. Chug is squared to show bunt and then pulled the bat back and took the pitch. I think it crossed up the catcher Bateman as the pitch ended up going off the umpire's chest protector and went back to the screen. It'll officially go as a pass ball, as that was certainly a catchable pitch at home plate. So with 1 out, Preston threatening again here in the 4th to try to get a little bit more offense going. Here's the 1-0. This is up high, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Hess, who walked and scored the only run of the game so far, will be next for the Indians as he waits on deck. Next pitch to Chug, lifted off the first base side. Bell coming over to have a look, but it's going to be just nothing more than a courtesy look as it's well out of play, and it's now 2 balls and a strike. Next pitch home to Chug is up high. The throw gets away, and it goes down into left field. Up quickly and coming home is England. Hadley will go to third and stay there on the throwing error against the catcher. So it's 2-0 Preston as the error gets the run in. That makes it 2-0. And the count now 3 balls and a strike here on Carson Chug. Runner at third base, Chug taking high, ball 4. So 2 walks and a hit batter in the inning. Four walks overall given up by Paulson. And here's Hess, and the first pitch to Hess is high, and there goes the runner, and Chug will steal it without a throw. So the stolen base puts runners at second and third. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And the pitch home to Hess. His tipped foul into the catcher's glove. And it's 1-1. One pitch. Lifted foul off the first base side. Today's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. From produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, fresh bakery and deli items, and now, of course, fresh sushi made daily as well. Stokes Market True Value in Preston. Next pitch to Hess is swung on and missed. That's a big strikeout for Paulson, as he gets the second out of the inning without any runners moving up. And the number 9 hitter, Tate Rawlings, coming up. So now with a chance to get out of the inning is Paulson, if he can get Rawlings without giving up any more offense. And the first pitch pops it up, short center. It's the shortstop Leal going out. He'll make the play, and he does exactly that. Does Paulson? He wiggles off the hook, and Preston has to settle for the 1 run. 1 run, no hits, a pair of walks, and a hit batter in the inning, and Preston also leaves 1 out on the base paths. So we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's now the Indians 2, and the Russets nothing.
KACH.
We've all heard it said, if you aren't first, you're last. So why not start out first with the #1 brand for driver appeal and initial quality for mass market brands when you celebrate Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Celebrate with 0% financing for 72 months or other cash discount offers on select models. Rules apply. So we ask, are you going to be first or last? Choose to be first with Dodge Performance Days at West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
WestMotorCompany.com.
KACH.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The job stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH.
The shortstop, Jarrett Leal, leads it off for the Russets. Hits the ball to the ground, and it's off the glove of the shortstop, Inglet, and that'll be a hit for Leal. Just the second hit for the Russets, and Leal has them both. So for the first time today, Shelley has the leadoff man on board. And that'll bring up the catcher, Austin Bateman, who popped up his first time up. 2-0 Preston as we play here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So they get the leadoff man aboard, does Shelley. Let's see what they can do with that, so they can work him around and get on the scoreboard here as Green works out of the stretch, checks behind him over at first, and the first pitch is up high, ball 1. 1 ball with no strikes. Bateman swings one of the best bats on the team, hitting 400. As Green set again, there goes the runner. The pitch swung on and missed, and the throw through is pretty good, but not in time. It was going to be short of the bag, and Devin Inglet had to come up in front of the bag to feel it, so Leal steals the base, moves up to second base, and the count now 1-1. So Bateman back up there. Kind of going through some gyrations to remind him of the things that he needs to do at home plate as a hitter, and takes the breaking ball on the outside edge for a strike, and it's now 1-2. Supposed to be warmer tomorrow. We'll get up into the 60s tomorrow, they're telling me, as a pitch swung on and missed. So Bateman goes down on strikes. That's the first out here in the 4th inning. And the first strikeout today for Tate Green. So Green, who's walked 1, now fans 1, and here is Caden Kidman, the third baseman. Green working out of the stretch, comes home. Kidman shows bunt, gets it down. It's a good bunt, and he has no play. Green can do nothing more than just eat the ball, and everybody's safe as Leo moves up to third base. So a good bunt by Kidman puts runners at the corners. And Jed Kerner at the plate. But what it does do, at least for the moment, puts the double play in order for the Indians. But you have to wonder first exactly how long Kidman will be standing at first base before they put on some sort of play or just let him run outright to try to steal the bag. He's off to a pretty good lead, and Green's going over there and drives him back. So Kenny Inglet thinking the exact same thing, keep the tying run off of second base. So Green back up on top. Kidman, not as big as the lead he had in the first pitch. And that pitch, there he goes on a delayed steal. They let it go through, and it goes into center field. It'll be a stolen base as he was running on the throw. Running on the pitch, I should say. And then the ball got away as the second baseman, Inglet, let it go through when the runner wasn't coming home. And the ball was not caught by Justin Inglet and went into center field. So it'll be an E6 to allow the run come in. First error on the day against the Indians comes here in the bottom of the fourth, and it's 2-1. And the tying run at second base was still only one out of the inning. Now they're going to get a play on back to second base, and back to the bag there in time was Kidman. Still a 1-ball, no strike count on Kerner as he stands at home plate. The 1-0. Again, a bunt out in front of the mound. Down to get it. They'll have to go to first base, which they do for the second out. But the sacrifice allows the runner to move up. So there's 2 outs in the inning, and the tying run now stands at third base. And they'll leave it up to Nate Ball to try to pick it up with a hit here with 2 outs in the inning. And the first pitch to Ball misses outside, ball 1. Ball, who got off to a very slow start this year, he was hitless in his first 10 at-bats on the year. Walked his first time up here today. There's the 1-0. That's hit in the air in foul territory, and it's going to go out of play over on the third base side. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Have fun.
So Ball back up there. Green works at an extreme closed stance, and the pitch is swung on and missed at the plate. In other words, as he sets in from the stretch position, his stride leg or his left leg is well in front of him, so it really kind of holds his shoulders in a really closed position. The 1-2 pitch is again hit foul and out of play. And it stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tying run still at third base with 2 outs. And a 1 ball, 2 strike count. The count on Ball. I'm not saying that the way he sets is right or wrong, but having played that position for many years, I can tell you that it really limits you the way you can turn and look at the runners if you need to, as the pitch is outside and it goes to 2-2. What it would do for him, if he has a tendency to have that front shoulder come flying open and would pull the ball, in this case inside to a left-handed hitter, it would hopefully hold his shoulder in a little bit more, as again the ball rolled foul at home plate. So the count will again stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Kidman will go back to third. And Ball again will step back up there. Green ready. And the next pitch is up high and it runs the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Ball. Green really in his first spots of trouble here in the game here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The 3-2 pitch popped up, and again it will be out of play. So we'll allow everybody to go back, and we'll do it again. As Ball will come back to the plate, and going back to third base is Kidman carrying the tying run. So Green ready. Up on top, and again the 3-2 pitch. Here it is, and again hit foul off the third base side. So Ball just keeps getting enough to stay alive, hitting them foul. And once again, Nate Ball comes back up to the plate. Time called, as now Madsen wants to go out and talk to Green, make sure they know exactly what they want to do here at 3-2, as he has seen a number of 3-2 pitches so far here in this at-bat. Well, 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kidman stands at third, and the 3-2 pitch again is hit in the air into right field, playable. It's the center fielder Hess to come over, make the play, and the inning is over. One run, a pair of hits, and they leave a runner over at third base. So Shelley gets on the boards. We'll move along to the 5th. It's Preston 2, Shelley 1.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
Health West is a nationally recognized community health center that provides patient-centered health care for everyone. From newborn to complicated care, Health West is always accepting new patients in Medicaid, Medicare, insured, and even if you don't have insurance. Available in 8 locations throughout Southeast Idaho. Call 208-852-3200 for an appointment in Preston. Health West, empowering our patients and communities by providing quality, affordable.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
2-1 Preston as we move along here to the 5th inning. And the Indians will start from the top of the order. Tate Green, Ashton Madsen, and Chase Oxborough due up here in the inning. So 2-1, both pitchers have done very well so far. As Stockton Paulson moves in here to the top of the 5th, and his first pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Green 0 for 1, I should say, as that pitch gets away from Paulson and goes to the backstop, and it's a ball and a strike. So 1-1. Green flew out to left, and he had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. His pitch is swung on and missed, and it's now 1-2. Paulson ready again, the 1-2 offering. Missed. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. pulled foul. And it stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Paulson's certainly working a lot faster now than he did in the first couple of innings. He is noticeably picking up the tempo as he rocks and comes home. The 2-2 offering on the corner is strike 3 called. So Green goes out looking. That's the first out here in the 5th. That brings up Ashton Madsen, who had an RBI single and grounded out. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Five strikeouts in the game now for Paulson. And here's Madsen. First pitch to Ash, hit in the air, popped up into short center. That's where Garner hangs out, comes up and makes the play. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And that brings up Chase Oxborough. Grounded out and struck out his last time up. There's Chase, 0 for 2 on the day. Chase, who had another little hitting streak snapped when you go all the way back over. He has the 2 games in which he does not have a hit. As a pitch up high, it's actually ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Ox, as he stands at home plate, starting play today, has hit safely in 8 of the last 10 games for the Indians. And the 2-0 pitch is hit foul, and it's now 2-1. So he had a couple of hits and 7 official at-bats against Century. He walked 3 times overall in the series as well. And the 2-1. Bounces up there. It's now 3 balls and a strike. Justin Inglet would be next for the Indians if they get that far. 18 RBIs on the year for Oxborough. That leads the team. And the 3-1 pitch on the way to Ox. Swung on and missed. It's 3-2. So the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the 3-2 here to Ox is hit along the left field line. A trio of Russets coming over to look, but not going to get to it. And it stays 3-2 on Oxborough, who now comes back to the plate.
Make it hustle! What's up, boys? Good job, guys.
So 3-2 to the sophomore first baseman here for the Indians. As Paulson backs off, wants to make sure all of his fielders are ready. Now comes back on the rubber. He works from the extreme first base side of the rubber, and the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Oxborough strikes out for the second time. And for the second time today, the Indians go in order. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Preston 2 and the Shelley Russets 1.
KACH.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern
KACH.
Yeah, 4.5 innings in the books as Preston leads here 2-1 as we go to the bottom of inning number 5. And here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Shelley Russets. As I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter coming up to lead off here. Stockton Paulson, the pitcher, was the first scheduled hitter. So a pinch hitter due up here. We have a pinch hitter here first. And then the number 9 hitter, John Kerner, due up. And then Trevor Geener will also hit here in the inning as well. So it'll be Bean to come in as the pinch hitter. Fortunately, I don't have a roster for the Russets. Actually, let me look in here and see if they list him in the computer. So Dylan Bean is the pinch hitter and takes the first pitch over for a strike, and it's 0-1. Dylan Bean, a sophomore, hitting from the right side. As he swings and misses and comes up empty. So we'll have a new pitcher for Shelley as we go to the 6th inning here this afternoon. As Bean falls behind the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Green's 0-2 is sprayed foul off the first base side. It stays at 0-2. Tate ready again. Roxon comes home. The 0-2 pitch on the inside corner this time. Strike 3 called. So Bean goes down looking. That's the first out. And the number 9 hitter is John Gerner as he comes up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far on the day. Grounded out to the second baseman. So 1 out here in the 5th inning. 2-1 Preston on top, and the first pitch is inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. We gave you the score to the Cubs and the Braves game today. Braves held on to win that game 5-2. The next pitch swung on and missed. Number of other games going on. Some of them getting ready to get started here in the next hour or so. The Arizona Diamondbacks are in the nation's capital today to take on the fly ball hit to left field. Coming up, Chug couldn't make it. They try to make a diving catch. Ball gets behind him and then going to second base, and safe at second base is John Kerner. As it'll go as a straight double and the 4th hit of the game here for the Russets. And we go back to the top of the order now with a tying run at second base and only 1 out. And Trevor Geener at the plate. Geener's grounded out and popped up 0 for 2. So the Diamondbacks will take on the Nationals this evening, as a first pitch over for a strike. Actually swung on and missed. It's 0-1. St. Louis will be in Philadelphia today. After playing last weekend down in Tampa, the Rays are in New York to take on the Yankees this weekend. As that pitch hit foul. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. It'll be the Battle of Ohio for this weekend as Cleveland is in Cincinnati. That is the interleague game this weekend. Next pitch home, swung on and hit foul as he just got enough to get it out of the glove of the catcher, Madsen. And it stays at 0-2. San Francisco goes on the road. They head down to South Beach, take on the Miami Marlins this weekend. Baltimore heads to Texas to take on the Rangers. Pittsburgh is in Milwaukee. Those two teams actually played last night, with the Brewers picking up a win there. Minnesota's had their troubles. I'm sure they're happy to get out of town for a while. They'll go to Southern California. They'll be in Anaheim tonight to take on the Angels. Here's the 0-2 pitch again to Geener. Misses inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Detroit's in Oakland. Houston will be in Seattle. And a couple of games already, in fact, 3 games have already postponed today. As that pitch swung out and missed, they'll have to record the out at first base. There goes the runner to the third. Oxberger's throw is going to be not in time. Then it gets off the glove of Hadley, and he's going to come home, and that'll tie the game at 2. So the strikeout, 2-3 on the putout. Oxberger Burrow's throw back across the infield to try to get Geener going to third base. Ended up going off the glove of Hadley and allowed him to come in. So it'll be an error on the third baseman Hadley, and we're tied at 2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the first pitch here to ball hit on the ground to Hadley. He'll go across, and he pulls him off the bag. So back-to-back errors by the Preston third baseman. Puts the go-ahead run on base. 2 errors in the inning for Hadley. And now with 2 outs here in a 2-2 tie, Jarrett Leal, who already has a pair of hits in the game, comes to the plate. As he's 2 for 2 on the day. Leal singled in the first, singled again in the 4th, stole second, and came home on a stolen base play at second base that the ball went off the shortstop's glove, Justin Inglet, and allowed him to then come in the extra 90 feet. As he hits the first pitch in the air to short right, Rawlings was going over. Now he has to come up, and he dropped the ball. Here comes the runner to third. He's going to come around third. The throw home. Now they're going to try to get him back at third base. Throws to Hadley. Now they got him hung up as they go back to Madsen, and the tag is made. But Leo gets his 3rd hit of the game, and then Bell is out trying to come home to score. He's out 9-2, 5-2 for the 3rd out. But a run in the inning on 2 hits and a pair of errors in the inning for the Indians as well, as we're done with 5 now here in Shelley. As we go to the 6th, it's a brand new ball game. It's Shelley 2 and Preston 2. We'll be right back.
KACA. It's easy, fun, fast, and affordable. Do all of your grocery shopping online at Stokes Market. Simply log into stokesgrocery.com. Select the Shop Online tab and shop for your items. Then select the pickup time that is convenient for you. Pay online, and if you can't get out, then have someone else pick up your groceries for you. Do your grocery shopping online and still shop locally. It's part of the new normal, and it's fun. Do it now. Shop, enjoy, save at stokesgrocery.com.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
KACH.
Well, the Indians play a little fast and loose with the baseball in the bottom of the 5th inning, and ends up costing them a little bit, as it's now a 2-2 tie as we go to the 6th. And a new pitcher, as expected, coming in here for the Russets, as Jarrett Leal will come in, and he's now going to pitch. So Leo comes in for Paulson, who now leaves tied. He'll have nothing to do with it. as he goes 5 innings here today and gives up just the 1 hit. His problem was too many walks. He walked 4. And like I said, gives up 2 runs, walks 4, strikes out 5, and will leave with in a tie game, and he'll have nothing to do with it. As the first pitch to Justin England hits him. So the runner on, as Justin England hit by the pitch, and now here is Devin England. England walked and flew out to right. As the first pitch to Devin is in the dirt. Nice save by Bateman. And it's 0-1. Kidman moves over and is now playing short. As Leo looks back behind him, comes home. The next pitch is lined along the left field line. It is a fair ball, and it's going to run down toward the corner. Kerner coming over to get it. England coming to third. He's in there standing on the double by Devin England. So Justin got all the way over to third base. And now a big chance here for Trevor Hadley to try to right a wrong that he had last inning when he committed a pair of errors for the Indians. To try to pick things up here as he hits the first ball in the air toward center field. Coming over, making the catch is the center fielder Geener, but it's deep enough to get the run in as Justin England tags and scores, and it's 3-2 Preston on the scoring fly ball. So there's 1 out. Devin England stays at second base as Preston regains the lead. Here is Carson Chug. Chug, who tried to come over and make a diving catch on that ball, hit the left field. Wasn't able to hang on to the ball, and it bounced behind him. And it ended up going as a double. And he swings and hits the first pitch foul into the screen. We were telling you about other games coming up around Major League Baseball today. 3 games already postponed this afternoon. As that ball popped up, will go foul, and it's 0-2. White Sox were in Boston to take on the Red Sox today. That game has been postponed. Toronto at Kansas City postponed. And the New York Mets were scheduled to play in Denver against the Rockies. That game also has been postponed. There is one other game that will be played tonight as the pitch misses inside, 1-2. And that game features what a lot of people think are the 2 best teams in baseball this year. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Chug, a one-hopper that's going to be fielded by Kidman, as if his throw goes high and everybody's going to be safe. As coming home is England from third, and now he's safe at the plate, and there goes Chug for second base. So Chug reaches on an error as the throw from the shortstop Kidman gets away over at first, and then Devin England just kept running the whole way, came home, and when the ball got away at home plate, Carson Chug was able to advance to second base. So a pair of errors on the play. Preston scores their second run of the inning, and now here is Braden Hess as Braden got that pitch up and in. Sounded like it deflected off the helmet that may have got him a little bit on the cheek or the lip as he's kind of checking to make sure doesn't have a bloody mouth as he heads down toward first base. As he steps off the bag, and the assistant coach standing there taking a look at him. Now going to take the helmet off and get a better look at him, and he's going to head back over toward the dugout. We're going to need a pinch runner as Hess is going to come out. Comes out holding his mouth or nose, one or the other, to So obviously just getting a little bit of blood. Looks like the nose, as he wipes his nose in his gloves, he heads back toward first base. Leo comes down to tell no hard feelings, and they kind of bump fists on the way by. So we'll have a pinch runner for the Indians over at first base with one out here in the top of the sixth. And I'm guessing that's going to be Emery Thorson. He's standing there right behind the first baseman. It is Thorson. So Thorson's going to run for Hess after he gets hit by a pitch here. So Thorson at first. Chug is at second. 2 runs in here for the Indians. There goes the runners on the first pitch. It's low, and the throw to third is Chug is out, going to third base. So a great throw by Bateman, going down to third base. Thorson goes to second base behind the play on the double steal. And the next pitch to Rawlings is hit foul back into the screen, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Rawlings 0 for 2 on the day, is struck out and popped up. 2 runs in here for the Indians here in the inning on 1 hit. They only have 2 hits in the game as the pitch is up high. Inglet started the inning, was hit by a pitch. Devin Inglet then doubled him to the third. A scoring fly ball got Justin in, and then an error and a hit batter. As Rawlings, a little slow roller down to get it is Leal. He'll straighten, throw, and get him over at first base, and the inning is over. But Preston gets 2 on 1 hit. There was a pair of errors, and they leave 2 on base as we go here to the bottom of inning number 6 as Preston regains the lead. It's now Preston 4 and Shelley 2.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NC.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 6th as Preston regains the lead. It's 4-2 Indians. And here in the bottom of the 6th inning, it'll be the middle of the lineup due up here for Shelley. Austin Bateman, Caden Kidman, and then Jed Kerner due up. So here's Bateman, 0 for 2, popped up and struck out. 2 runs on a total of 5 hits today for the Russets as the first pitch over for a strike. Preston with 4 runs on just 2 hits. Shelley has committed 4 errors. That certainly has helped the Preston offense as the 0-1 pitch over for a strike again, and it's 0-2. So Bateman, needs to kind of recompose himself, takes his little walk around home plate, now climbs back in, and Green's 0-2 pitch, little half swing out toward the second baseman, Inglet. Justin has it, goes across, and there's one out here in the top of the bottom rather of inning number 6. Today's game brought to you by Naylor Insurance for home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw. Naylor Insurance at 153 North State Street in Preston, or give them a call at 852-0810. That's 852-0810. Here's Kidman, started the game at third base, moved over and played shortstop, had one of those errors last inning for the Russets, and first ball swinging, pops it up foul and out of play, and it's 0-1. Kidman grounded out and had a bunt single, his only hit so far here in the game. We're going to tell you about the game tonight that a lot of people think are the best two teams in baseball this year. As Kidman lines one into left field, that's a base hit. He has his second hit of the game. Comes with one out here in the bottom of the 6th. A lot of people think the two best teams in baseball this year, the Dodgers, the defending World Series champions, who added several key players and positions to their lineup, as they head south on Interstate 5, and they go down to San Diego. And San Diego, if you gave away an award for being the biggest wheeler dealer during the offseason, it had to be the Padres. As the first pitch swung on and missed, as Dylan Bean back up there for the so 1 ball and no strikes. Take that back. This is Carter Osterman at the plate. Takes that pitch high, and they throw back behind the runner and safe at first base. So Carter Osterman at the plate with a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Green ready again. Next pitch, that's a foul ball at home plate as it hits off his bat. I don't know if you've seen it, but there's been a video that's been going around on Facebook the last couple of days involving a player at the University of Tulane. He was down in the count 0-2, and a play just like that, where the pitch was up and in. He ducked out of the way but left his bat up in the air. The ball hit the bat, and it was a perfect bunt up along the third base line. You couldn't have rolled out, walked out, and set it any better. As the next pitch to Osterman is swung on and missed, he goes down on strikes, and that's the second out. Yeah, literally, a great bunt up along the first base line, stayed about 4 feet inside the line. You couldn't have set it any better. And he didn't mean to. He was ducking out of the way of a pitch that was up and in. Got another pinch hitter up there. This is Peyton Maynard hitting here in Ball's spot in the lineup. So Maynard hit the first pitch foul. Next pitch hit on the ground out toward the shortstop. Justin feeds his little brother as he goes the short way and gets the out at second base. No runs, a hit, and 1 left here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Shelley Russets. Preston leads 4-2 after 6. We'll go to the 7th and be right back.
KACA.
At Preston Drug, we understand that everyone is busy and time is important. That's why we've implemented synchronization. We look at all the monthly prescriptions your family takes, and working with your doctor, we organize them so that you can pick them all up at one time each month. Synchronization with Preston Drug saves you time and money. Call Preston Drug today, and we'll get you into the synchronization system. It's free and it's simple. Preston Drug, 208-852-1563.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo robotic assistance system at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and...
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we go here to the top of inning number 7, and Preston leading 4-2. And a guy who's tossed a pretty good game. He's gotten wiggled himself in and out of jams a couple of times. That would be Tate Green, the starting pitcher, is the first man to hit here as Preston starts from the top of the order here in inning number 7, and Green hits the first pitch foul, and it's 0-1. Tate hitless on the day, 0 for 3 in the game, and takes that pitch down and in. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch misses again. It's 2-1. So Tate, who was 1 for 6 in the series against Century, is now hitless in his last 9 at bats. As he goes ahead in the count here, 3 balls and 1 strike. As Leal comes home, the next pitch is pulled. That's a wicked hop and gets past the third baseman. As Green will go to first and stay there with a leadoff single here in the top of the 7th inning. So Green picks up his first hit of the day, and we're going to get a visit to the mound here as the pitcher manager comes out. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change. As he gets to the mound to go out and talk to Leal. And we will indeed have a new pitcher here. So, with the new pitcher on, let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back and tell you who the new pitcher is right after this.
KACH.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
The Limbic Arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the Limbic Arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any Limbic Arc logo.
Advertise your open positions on the radio. You'll be amazed how quickly you see a response. You'll reach more people for less. The job stop includes radio and internet advertising. Call us for more info. We're a local company with a toll-free number, 833-856-9625. That's 833-856-9625.
KACH.
The new pitcher for the Russets, as it comes in, is Carter Osterman, becoming their 3rd pitcher of the day. Paulson with the first 5, Leal went an inning plus, and now Osterman. Can't close the book completely on Leal, but he goes an inning, give up a run, 2 runs, 1 earned on just 1 hit allowed. As pitches off the plate. Outside and check that. Make that 2 hits allowed as he gives up the single to Green here to lead off the top of the 7th inning and then comes out. So here's Alston Madsen. Madsen with an RBI single. He's grounded out and flown out as well. And there goes the runner. The pitch on the corner for a strike, and the throw is going to be, gets away and goes into center field. It's a stolen base, and moving up to third base, there is Green. He's in there with a head-first dive into the dirt. So stolen base and then a error on the catcher allows him to go to third. The pitch at home was a strike. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on Madsen. So a little insurance run now down at third base with nobody out. As Madsen hits the ball on the ground, it's fair up the right field line. That'll get the run in as Madsen's going to dig for 2, and he'll dive in there safely with an RBI double. So that will be an earned run charged against Leal. So he ends up giving up 3 runs, 2 earned, as even though the runner was at third base on the air, you can assume that he would have scored on the double along the right field line. Now here's Oxborough, as Ox so far 0 for 3 on the game. Takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. There goes the runner to third. The pitch is outside, and the throw is wild again. He goes out into left field. So Bateman's going to allow another run to come in as Ashton Madsen comes in. He'll come in on another error in the inning. And Preston has added 4 runs in the last inning plus. And it's now 6-2. The 2-0 pitch to Oxborough on the corner for a strike. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors in the inning against Shelley. And still nobody out. Pitch to Ox is on the corner again, and it's 2-2. Outfield swung around toward right for Oxborough, and the 2-2 pitch missed off the plate. And the count goes full, 3-2. Certainly not where Osterman wanted to throw that pitch. The 3-2 pitch to Ox. Ground ball to the right side. Again, it's by the first baseman and out into right field. So Ox has his first hit of the game. 3rd hit of the inning for the Indians. And just their 5th of the day. And still nobody out. Now here's Justin Inglet. Inglet's walked, hit by a pitch, scored twice. He's also flown out, so he's 0 for 1 officially on the game. And up there with an 11-game hitting streak on the line, the longest current streak on the team. And the pitch to Inglet is down low, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes. So 2 more runs here in the top of the 7th for the Indians. They now lead 6-2. Pitch home to Inglet is whacked into left field. That's a base hit. That'll extend his hitting streak to 12 games as he took it right down to the end here in the 7th inning, but picks up his first hit of the game. Stopping at second base with the play right in front of it is Oxborough, and that's 4 straight hits for the Indians here in the inning. So here's Devin Inglet. Doubled and scored a run his last time up. He's also walked 1 for 2 overall in the game. And the pitch home to Devin. He steers one along the right field line. That's going to be trouble coming over. Diving but not coming able to get it was Bell, and the ball falls foul. So that ball just did fall maybe 4 or 5 feet foul out along the right field line. Just out of the reach of the right fielder for the Russets. As Oxborough will go back to second, Inglet goes back to first, and Devin Inglet comes back up to the plate. Ox with a walking lead away from second, and the pitch to Inglet is a fastball that's up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th inning for the Russets, it'll be the 8, 9, and 1 spots. And if anybody gets on, it'll be the guys that have got on base, as that pitch is over again to Inglet, and it's 1-2. Leal with 3 hits in the game, Kidman with 2. And that basically is their offense. They have 5 hits, and they're just right there between those 2 players. As the 1-2 pitch is up high, and the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Runners get their walking leads, and the next pitch that is high again to Devin Inglet, and runs the count full, 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out. There's no reason to start the runners. There is nothing good that can come out of this. As again, the pitch is popped up, coming over to have a look over at first base, but it lands out of play. And it stays at 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch again. They go this time. It's called third strike, and the throw to third base is not in time. The throw from Bateman on the wrong side of the bag, and Ox was able to get a hand in as they pull off the double steal. So England out for the first out of the inning. Strikeout for Osterman. That's the 6th Indian batter to strike out today. And now here's Theron Hadley. He's up there with his hitting streak now on the line as well. And he pulls the first pitch, just almost got Oxborough coming down the line from third base. So it's a foul ball, almost took a chunk of Oxborough with it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball high, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Hadley's hitting 10 straight. He's 0 for 2. Check that 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch and had a scoring fly ball. And hits this ball in the air to center. That's right where Giener hangs out. Giener makes the catch. He'll get it back in as the run will come in. It's the 3rd inning run of the inning for the Indians as Oxborough comes in. Give Hadley another scoring fly ball to pick up his 2nd RBI of the game. But unless the roof absolutely falls in on the Indians in the bottom of the 7th inning, he's going to see his 10-game hitting streak go by the boards. So 7-2. As the first pitch here to Chug is down low, ball 1. On the sac fly to center, Justin England also tagged and advanced to third base. So with 2 outs, runners have at third base for Preston. And Chug lines one to left, coming up. Hurry, but make the catch, can't. And then the ball bounces behind him. As Kerner lets the ball get away, the run comes in to make it 8-2. And it will be an RBI double for Chug. So 4 runs in here in the top of the 7th inning for the Indians. Their biggest offensive explosion of the game. They have 5 runs over the last inning and 2/3. And here's the 8th batter of the inning as Emery Thorson will come up as he stayed in the game and replaced Hess in center field. As Hess was hit by a pitch. It looked like he got hit in the mouth or possibly in the nose and left. And Thorson picked up for him. The first pitch missed outside. The next pitch is outside again. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. 2 outs here in the inning. 4 runs home on a total of 5 hits. And here's the 2-0 pitch to Thorson. Swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. Emery, who started in right field in the first game. Look how they throw back to second base, and he's out at second. Chug had wandered just a little bit too far off the bag, and they snuck the second baseman back in behind him, and he's picked off 1-4 to end the inning. But Preston scores 4 times in the inning on a total of 5 hits, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. After Shelley had tied the game, Preston scores 6 straight runs. As we go to the bottom of the 7th, Indians lead 8-2.
KACH.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
The limbic arc may help you or someone you know be more calm. It's simple to use. Find out more by logging on to mylocalradio.com and clicking on the limbic arc logo. Check it out now. Visit mylocalradio.com and click on any.
KACH.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Tate Green stays out there for the Indians. He's got him this far. Might as well let him try to close it out. He has an 8-2 lead. And here in the bottom of the 7th inning, it is Dylan Bean, I believe, to lead off. It is. Bean will lead off. He'll be followed by John Kerner, then back to the top of the order, and Trevor Geener due up as the first pitch from Green over for a strike. Comes home with the 0-1 pitch and misses up and in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Green has only allowed 5 hits. Had the single run scored against him in the 4th and 5th as that ball hit foul. It's 1-2. But when you really go back and dissect what happened, it was the Indians playing a little fast and loose with the baseball that allowed the runs to come in. Preston has committed a total of 3 errors in the game. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed. So Dylan goes down on strikes. That's the first out. And now here's John Kerner, who is 1 for 2. Four strikeouts in the game here for Green. And here's Geener, who's grounded out and doubled and scored back in the 5th inning. And the first pitch hit foul off the third base side, and it's 0-1. Don't forget, coming up when this game is over, we'll have a quick wrap-up. We'll take you back to the studio. John will have some music for you. And about 25 minutes after the conclusion of this game, we'll be back with the start of Game 2 of the doubleheader here from Shelley as the 0-1 pitch is over for a strike, and it's now 1-2. Our player of the game also brought to you by Ralph's Construction as that pitch swung on and missed. So 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, and here's Trevor Geener. This game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st East in Preston. So 2 outs. Here's Geener, 0 for 3 so far today. And hits the first pitch back up the middle. It's going to be in for a hit. In fact, it's going to split the gap. Thorson tries to chase it down out there, and he'll get it back in a hurry, but he'll stop at second base. Will Geener with a 2-out double. So 2 outs, man on second base as Geener picks up his first hit of the game. And here's Bell, 0 for 3, reached on an error and flew out twice. He's going to show bunt, pulls the bat back, goes swinging on the Butcher Boy play, and hits it foul back into the screen. Butcher Boy, some places call it a slash play. When you show bunt, pull the bat back, and then swing away. And a pitch hit foul, and Green ready again. Here's the 0-1 offering. It's on, nope, just missed the outside corner. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So Tate Green trying to close this out, get the complete game victory here. Geener away from second, having doubled with 2 outs, and that ball hit in the air to right field. Short right field. In fact, it'll be the second baseman. It's Inglet to play it, and the inning and the game comes to an end as Bell pops up, as Preston able to win it by the final score of 8-2. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back, have the final totals, winning and losing pitchers for you coming up right after this.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction has been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsize, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
KACH.
Well, the first game of the doubleheaders goes to the Indians here this afternoon as they win it by the final score of 8-2. The final totals for Preston, 8 runs on 7 hits. They committed 3 errors in the game, and they left 5 men on base. For Shelley, 2 runs on 7 hits. They had 6 errors overall in the game, and they left 6 men on base. Winning pitcher today for the Indians, it was the starter Tate Green, who went the distance as he went 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned. He walked 1 and struck out 5. And in relief, Jarrett Leal will take the loss this afternoon for the Russets. Our player of the game, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give it to the starting and winning pitcher, Tate Green, for his complete game victory. As we said, he gave up 2 runs, none earned on 7 hits over 7 innings to pick up the win. And our player of the game is sponsored by Ralph's Construction. Ralph's Homes, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For information on how you can score a new home for your needs or for your desires, call 435-232-1837. That's 435-232-1837 for Ralph's Construction. Preston wins the opener 8-2. We'll send you back to the studio. John will have music for you for about 25 minutes, and then we'll be back for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Indians and the Shelley Russets. We'll be back here in just a little bit for Game 2.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.